Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going today? So this is going to be a very different type of video. I normally don't make these types of videos, but I want to give a shout out to my friend back home in Canada, my friend Joey, and also Alex, my friend in Spain right now, for asking me how do I get into crypto. So they're beginners. So this video is actually going to be a video that's geared towards complete beginners that don't know anything about crypto, that have never been in crypto, that have no idea how to use anything such as coin market cap or even trading view or even know what maybe crypto even is. So this video is literally designed for the complete beginner. It's going to be just kind of winging it and me talking about my thoughts about what I think is going to be critical for your success, either from an investing perspective or from a day trading perspective. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to explain what I think cryptocurrency is. Cryptocurrency is a technology, okay, that's operated on a blockchain. Every single crypto that you hear about, the big ones like Bitcoin or Ethereum, it has some sort of technology behind it. For example, Bitcoin, the technology behind that would be considered as currency, or Ethereum, it builds smart contracts. So you're not only buying like a stock, it actually has utility in the real world as well. So when you're investing in crypto, you're basically investing in a company that is going to grow, that has real life applications. So that's crypto in a nutshell, what it is from my perspective. Okay, so when you first get into crypto, there's a lot of questions about how do I invest. Should I be day trading? What are the top things to do? What are the things to not do? And I'm going to just go over these things that I think are going to be critical. So when you first get into crypto, the first thing that I would ask myself is, would I want to day trade or would I want to invest? So the difference between a day trader and an investor would be an investor would hold something longer term, perhaps for months up to years, or for an entire market cycle. And a day trader would be someone like myself. I do both, just so you know. I invest long term with a portfolio that I manage, and I also day trade. Okay, so day traders, they try to capitalize on today's volatility or for this week's volatility. So they're going for the smaller movements in the market up and down. Now, the thing about day trading is it's extremely difficult. Like, you can't just come into the game and think that you're going to be better than the left guy or the right guy, right? It's a very competitive and alluring market for a reason. People come into the day trading world, whether it's in traditional stocks or crypto or equities, whatever, more than any other profession in the world, because they see, for example, guys like me doing well. They're like, oh, I want to do this too. So they're going to try to learn how to day trade. But the truth is 99% of you will fail as a day trader. It takes a very specific type of characteristic to thrive as a day trader. And it has nothing to do with how brilliant or how intelligent you are or how high your IQ is. Okay? Otherwise, doctors, lawyers, surgeons, engineers, whatever, people with PhDs, they'd all be thriving and making millions of dollars as a day trader. But it doesn't work like that, because the key characteristics of a day trader would be things like discipline, focus, lots of emotional control, continuous learning, lots of resilience as well, and ability to adapt and grow, and also manage your risk. And these are some of the characteristics that it's going to help you be defined as a good trader. The discipline that you carry with you is going to determine your success or your failure. And one of the key things that makes people lose in the market is going to be things like they can't control the amount that they trade. They end up just gambling or revenge trading. They leverage. They don't stop themselves out. It may sound really easy in theory to do something like you're in a bad trade and you should take your loss. It's in your mind. It sounds so easy. But when you actually have to execute these things, it becomes very difficult, because you have to accept that loss and accept the fact that your money is now poof, it's vaporized. So some things are really easy to say, like, oh, I should cut my loss when I'm in a loss, or oh, I shouldn't leverage. But we're always managing emotions such as fear and greed. Now, one thing I want to say is that I hate making these types of videos, because even though my friends, they asked me like, about crypto and to help them, I will say this to them, that crypto has been around since 2009, which is now 14 years roughly, okay? 14, almost 15 years coming. You had 15 years to get into crypto and you didn't. I've been in crypto for 9 years. So you're kind of late to the party. Okay, you're extremely late to the party. And because there's so much diminishing returns, you're not going to be able to capitalize because of your lack of knowledge and because of the lack of resources that you don't have right now. And you're not going to outperform a guy like me that's been doing it for 9 years in the market, or someone who lives, eats, and breathes crypto. You must be able to do this full time. You must be able to invest everything. And it can't just be something like, oh, I want to get into crypto because I want to make a little bit more money. You know, it doesn't work like that. It has to be like, I want to get into crypto because I'm passionate about it and I have no problem spending 70 hours a week learning about crypto because I want to do better than the guy over there or the guy over there. If you just want to come to crypto and think that you could make like a little bit of money or a lot of money very quickly and do better than other people out there that are putting in way more work than you, it's not going to happen. This is the most competitive game in the world because it attracts so many different crowds. And every time we win something from the market, we're actually extracting profit from a loser. So your winnings comes from a loser and your losses goes towards a winner. So I needed to be very clear about that you must put in the time if you want to do this successfully, okay? So there's no shortcuts. There's no giving you a magical solution and being like, oh yeah, this is, take a course and then you're going to be great all of a sudden. No, you got to have the characteristic of, oh, I don't understand what this means. I'm going to Google it and learn about this topic very thoroughly. So you have to have that dedication to go out and Google things yourself and instead of just asking for answers. Just think about somebody who just keeps asking questions and they don't do any work for themselves versus the people out there, like myself, for example, where we go out there, we ask our own questions to ourselves, and then we try to find the answers ourselves, and we investigate, and we learn by hands-on experience. Those people that are putting in the time to try to find the answers themselves, they are going to be 100 times more successful than that guy that's just asking questions all the time. So another topic I wanted to bring up really quickly is how Bitcoin is on a 4-year cycle. Okay, it's on a 4-year cycle, and right now, it's like instead of going over all of the cycle periods, I'm just gonna say that okay, actually, I'm gonna go through it. Fuck it, I'm gonna go over this with you guys. Okay, so Bitcoin goes through a 4-year cycle. And I'm assuming that you don't know jack shit about crypto, okay? So I'm going to go over this with you guys. Bitcoin goes through a cycle roughly every 4 years, okay? Around every 4 years, okay? So the first cycle ended right around here, okay? It ended around this high in December of 2013. Now remember this and pay attention. The next cycle ended when it reached the next high in December 17 of 2017, or around December there, okay? So December 2013, one cycle, okay? I'm just gonna color code it so you guys can understand. Okay, so this is one cycle over here. Doesn't matter what color it is, as long as you guys get the idea. Okay, actually, fuck, I'll make it green. So the cycle is determined by basically when it reached an all-time high in that year, and when it made another all-time high. Okay? Does that make sense? When it made another all-time high. Does that make sense? And also, this cycle here, there's one that began, obviously, at the beginning over here as well. Okay? And now we're going to go through the next cycle. So, this was the all-time high in that range. And then the next cycle was reached in 2021. So what you're going to notice is that these cycles happen every 4 years, okay, from the 2009 to 2013. 2013, it made an all-time high there, and then it makes another all-time high in 2017, and then it makes another all-time high in 2021. So during these all-time highs, there are massive dips, okay? So one of the things that you need to learn if you want to become a trader or an investor is how to use something called TradingView. TradingView.com. It's a site that has charts, okay? It has charts, and it's like a story. These charts are like a story, and I apologize for the people watching this that know all of this already, if you're even watching. This is completely geared towards beginners that don't know anything about crypto or trading. or have even seen this before. So thank you for your patience, okay? So TradingView gives you charts, and charts are like a story. These charts tell you the price action of what the coin has been doing. And learning how to read this chart is crucial for your success, okay? And there's two different methods of analysis that you would do in the market. This is called technical analysis. And then there's fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis revolves around, for example, reading news about what Bitcoin is doing, okay? And this news, it's gonna fuel your decisions as well. It's good to have a combination of reading what they're up to. So, for example, if you're investing in any coin, or sorry, any stock like Facebook, their news is really going to drive what happens. For example, when they released Metaverse, obviously the price was spiking up quite a bit at that time because they're releasing positive news, right? So that would be something considered fundamental news. What I mainly focus on myself is, I would say, 80% technical analysis and 20% fundamental, because these charts, they reflect all of the news in it already, and it tells a story of what's going on in the fundamental world. So you're going to need to learn how to understand fundamental news and how to read this type of chart as well, okay? And also right now, what I'm getting to is that every time Bitcoin makes an all-time high, so for example over here, okay, Bitcoin makes an all-time high, and then what happens afterwards is there's a gigantic dip. So from this all-time high, an all-time high refers to exactly what it means, when it made the highest price that it ever made before. After it makes the highest price, it ends up dipping. It ends up dropping. Here it dropped 86%, and then it stayed there for a while. And then after that, it ended up making a new all-time high. After that 86% drop, it actually ended up going back up about 5,300%. So if you put in $1,000 into this coin, that $1,000 would have turned into $50,000 back then. Okay, that's the logic of it. Okay, and then after it makes an all-time high again up there, okay, around 20K, it ended up dropping again for the next cycle. So the cycles go up and down. It's called a bull market, where the prices all go up. And then after it hits an all-time high, everything that runs up really fast needs to take a break. It needs to take a rest. And then it falls down. And then it starts up again once it rests, and people accumulate and the market drops. So after it made that all-time high, the market dropped another 84% or so. And then it stayed there for like a year or two, okay? And then after that, it ended up making a massive all-time high again of about 2,000%. So what we know is that, so for the people that are new, that are coming into the game, okay, you missed the bull market in 2021, okay? And then you also missed the big drop already that has happened. So now where we are is we are basically equivalent to this zone right here, okay? I'm going to show you around this zone, around perhaps, yeah, around that zone. And then in the 2016 year, okay? If we went back in time, where we are right now in the 2024 year in the cycle is equivalent to somewhere like right there. And what that means is right before a potential massive explosion to the upside. We're at a point where people are just buying and accumulating right now because they're getting ready for this massive move to the upside. Okay? Does that make sense? And right now, if we equated it to the 2020 year, we're somewhere in between there, okay? Somewhere where we could get another drop, but more likely than anything, this year and next year will end up huge. So in the 2020 year, we're like somewhere equivalent to there, which also means we're getting ready for a gigantic fucking move to the upside, okay? So what people are expecting now is like somewhere between there. It might go lower, it might not, but either way, according to the Bitcoin cycle, we are most likely going to go to the upside sometime for all of 2024 and all of 2025. Like, of course, there's going to be ups and downs, but generally, it's going to be going to the upside. So if you're new to crypto and you're coming into the game, I want to tell you something that's not good news. You are too late to learn about day trading. It's just too fucking late for you. You're not gonna have enough time if you're new to learn about day trading in less than like 2 years to do extremely well in this next bull market. It's not gonna happen because it's gonna be like training for the Olympics for a month and then you're thrown into the Olympic Games, or even like you don't even know how to play basketball, and then all of a sudden you were taught basketball for how to play basketball for like 6 months, and then now you're forced to go play in the NBA. It's just not gonna work. You're gonna have a general concept of it, but you're probably gonna get demolished. Do you know what I mean? Like, or it'd be like learning how to play chess for like a year, and then all of a sudden you got to go play like Magnus Carlsen, the number one ranked grand chess master in the world. You're not going to be able to do well. You're going to actually be set up for failure instead because you're learning a little bit, and now all of a sudden you're being told to play in the most competitive game. Does that make sense? Like, to play against the most competitive players. Because when the bull market comes and Bitcoin's price is likely to rally, so what you really need to understand is that if you're coming into crypto now, you're coming in right before the craziest season begins. The craziest season hasn't happened yet. It's most likely going to begin anywhere between 3 to 6 months, in my opinion, based off of the Bitcoin cycles and based off of the Bitcoin halving. Okay? And we can get into that another time, but I'm just more so telling you the basics. So you're just gonna have to take my word for it that you're getting into crypto right before a massive pump. And because of that, there's just not enough time for you to develop a skill set strong enough to thrive and day trade in the most volatile market. It's not possible. In fact, you're more likely to lose a lot of money instead if you try to day trade. Okay, I'm just being honest. Like, you're not going to succeed unless you have like 3-4 years or maybe 2-3 years minimum to start doing well as a trader. Or you might not even do well at all, ever, because 99% of traders will fail out of crypto and they won't do well. So because I don't think there's enough time for you to be a successful day trader, what I would recommend heavily, okay? I'm not trying to give financial advice, but this is what I would tell a very good friend, okay, that wants to start day trading but knows nothing about it. I would tell them this, that you don't have enough time to develop the skills to be a very successful day trader. So what I would recommend is this instead, okay? I would recommend for you to first of all learn how to use this chart, okay? Learn how to use this chart. For those that don't have my course yet and you would like my course to learn how to learn like basically everything I know, DM me. I will give you an incredible discount on my course because I want to see people succeed. And I'm also going to give you a great discount on my lifetime Discord membership. Come trade and learn with me. 3 months with me in my Discord group, you will have no idea how much you will actually learn. Like, it's going to be mind-blowing what I can teach you. And inside of this mind of 9 years, I also have the ability to convey information that's very clear, that's very concise, and it's going to make sense, and it's fun to learn as well. So DM me if you guys want to get in my course and in my lifetime Discord membership. So learn how to use TradingView, okay? So TradingView right here is going to be very important for you to learn. Once you learn how to do this, okay, what I would recommend is learn how to invest. It would be better for you to invest into this next bull market than to day trade. Investing requires you to hold longer term. It doesn't require as much information when it comes to day trading. You don't need to know about day trading to invest long term because all you're doing is picking the right stocks. For example, if you wanted to invest in Apple or Facebook, it doesn't require much knowledge, right? So just imagine if you got into Apple or Facebook or Amazon like 10 years ago, right? 15 years ago, whatever they came out, you would have made a ridiculous amount. You didn't need to know how to actually invest. You don't really need to know how to day trade. You just got to know where to buy the stocks. How do you buy the stocks? Where do you buy it from as well? That's really all you needed to know. You just needed to know as well, like what Facebook is, what was Amazon, what was Google, right? What was Apple, whatever. these, or what was Twitter back then as well, right? What are these companies you're investing in? So you're going to need to do background research on the stocks that you needed to invest in back then. Just like crypto, there are many different types of stocks that we call coins out there, or we call cryptos. So you're going to have to learn how to do the background research and know what you're buying. Now, if I had to give general advice to someone, okay, I would tell them you need to, first of all, you need to know where to buy these stocks. Okay, you get what I mean? These coins, these cryptos, right? So, for example, if you asked me, okay, hey, I live in America, where can I buy, so and so, like, where can I buy this specific TV? Where can I buy this specific jeans? Where can I buy this, specific tool? I'd be like, I don't know. I live in Turkey, right? You're going to have to do research yourself in America to know where to buy this toolbox, where to buy this specific screwdriver or drill or whatever, or bin or something that I wouldn't know because I live in Turkey, right? And it's like, why would I ask you as an American, like, hey, do you know where I can buy, like, I don't know, like pork or something in Turkey? Why would I ask you if you're American? I don't know, and you wouldn't know. My point is this: every single country has a different place to buy coins and crypto. Okay, because we're in different countries, there's different regulations, so there's different places to buy it. For example, if you're American or Canadian and you go to Walmart, okay, you can find a lot of things at Walmart, right? But perhaps if you wanted something like really high-end computer parts, you wanted specific computer parts, right? Like you wanted like a specific processor. Well, Walmart's not going to sell a processor. You're going to have to go to another store to buy a processor. So what I'm saying is that these stores are going to carry different things, and not every store will have what you need. So you might need to go to different stores. And that's the same concept as crypto as well, okay? If you want to buy some cryptos, they're only going to be available on specific places to buy it. And then you might need to buy it from many other places. And these places that you buy it, they're called exchanges, okay? You buy them through exchanges. So for example, if I go to CoinMarketCap, which is the site you should probably bookmark, CoinMarketCap will list all of the coins here in ranking, okay, based off of volume. Okay, so Binance is number 1, Coinbase is number 2, Kraken number 3, OKX4, KuCoin, etc., based off of ranking. So as your job, regardless of where you are in the world, for example, if you're Canadian or if you're American, your job would be to go to this ranking and first of all see if it's even available in your country. So for example, I see that the first one's Binance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check out Binance, right? Like I'm going to go to just Binance in general, or just type in, is Binance available? Let's say you're Canadian in Canada, right? And then you're going to see that right here. Binance has announced that it would cease operations in Canada. So you always want to go to the exchange with the highest volume, like go to the highest ranking first, right? So you're going to have to do some research yourself and be like, okay, well, Binance is number 1, and I'm going to Google, is Binance available in Canada? And you're going to learn that Binance is not available in Canada. So now you have to move on to the second one, right? You can type, is Coinbase available in Canada, right? Or something like that. Canadian customers can add cash, blah, 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 to their account. So obviously, right here, you can also just Google Coinbase, right? You can just Google Coinbase. You can go to their website. You can actually sign up as well. And if you can sign up, then obviously you're going to be able to use that exchange in your country, right? And the reason this is important, like even if you use the VPN, it doesn't matter, because all these exchanges use something called KYC. It's called Know Your Customer. And every time you sign up for an exchange, you have to provide identification, right? You can't just upload ID. They're going to do like facial recognition with like video software that's going to identify you and match you up with your license. So there's no way to fake it, okay? So and they're going to look at the country code on your license as well. So because of this, you're going to have to, like, you can't fake it. You're actually going to have to be that citizen of that country, okay? So for example, myself, I live in Turkey. I have a Turkish ID, so I can trade on a Turkish account, whereas an American cannot. A Canadian cannot because they don't have a Turkish ID, right? I have a visa, a residency to live here because I'm married to a Turkish woman. So it's very different. So you're going to have to find out where you can buy these coins. Now, another thing to take a look at is this, okay? Let's say you typed in cryptocurrencies. If you go to CoinMarketCap, this is important. This is going to give you a ranking of all of the cryptocurrencies based off of the market cap. The market cap, it refers to how much money, like basically the valuation of the company. And they do it, they take the market cap, a very simple calculation, by the supply multiplied by the current price. Okay, so for example, if I take this supply right now, right, 19,610,150 Bitcoins multiplied by the price of this, it's going to give me the market cap. So what this does on CoinMarketCap is it ranks all of the coins that are out there, all of the cryptos, by the highest market cap, okay, to the lowest. So I would recommend doing research. Spend some time to research. Like just research the top 20 coins. Go to YouTube. Like let me just show you, okay? Let's just type in what is Solana. Okay, it's called what, like this guy's amazing, okay? Whiteboard animation. Okay. I'm going to show you this guy. He's the best guy. It's called Whiteboard Crypto. Go to this guy. Okay, Whiteboard Crypto, and just type in, you can even learn, for example, what is a blockchain, right? You can type here, what is Solana, explained with animations, right? So you can just type in, you can go to the top 20 coins, and you can just even type in, what is Bitcoin? What is Ethereum, right? What is Solana? What is XRP? So you want to find out the technology behind all of these coins, especially if you're going to invest in it long term, right? I know people want shortcuts. They just want to be given shit to them on a fucking silver platter because they think that this is easy. But you guys don't understand that. Like, for example, myself, man, I used to put in 16 to 18 hours a day for the first 2 years learning about this. And now I live in a $2 million house. I have a multi-million-dollar portfolio, and I'm probably going to make over $10 million in the next bull run because I have such a massive portfolio, and the amount of time that I put into the market is reflecting my success. So this is not me like trying to talk myself up. I'm trying to say that the time that you put into the crypto market by learning and researching, it's going to directly affect your performance. And if you're some lazy shit, it's not going to do anything. You got to actually live, breathe, and eat crypto. Otherwise, you are not going to do well. Why? Because there's another guy to your left, another guy to your right that is even fucking hungrier than you, and he's working way harder, or he or she is working way harder than you. So what makes you think you have the edge? You probably don't if you're lazy. So you got to put in the fucking time and try to outshine and outdo and outwork and outsmart every guy out there. Otherwise, you are not going to catch those profits. So do yourself a favor if you're new. Research every single one of these coins, okay? What like, for example, what is Polkadot, right? Just Google it. So the first step is learn how to use TradingView, okay? Learn how to use TradingView. Understand the difference between fundamental analysis and technical analysis. And then the next thing you can do is learn where you can actually trade on the exchange. What exchanges are available to you in your country? So you're going to have to do that research because you live in a different country than me. So you're not going to be able to just randomly ask a person online like myself that lives in Turkey where you can trade in Canada or in America or in the Netherlands or France. I don't know. I don't live there, right? So put in the research, sign up for these exchanges, just use Google. Like, for example, if you're French, you can Google, like, can I live in France? Can I France, can use Binance? Simple, right? So is Binance legal? So yes, Binance does work in France, okay? It can Spain, like the Spain, for example, if you live in Spain. So Spain has Binance. So you can actually buy coins on Binance as well in Spain. So that's a good thing, right? So just do some research to see in normal stocks, we call them brokers, okay? We call them brokers. Where do you trade, right? Their web, like, for example, Think or Swim. That's a platform that people know, or Robinhood. Those are all brokers that you can trade through. Here we call them exchanges instead, okay? So these exchanges is where you're going to buy and exchange your Canadian or American dollars for crypto. So for example, if you're Canadian and you're using Coinbase, okay, you're gonna send yourself money through like sorry, what is it called again? An e-transfer to Coinbase, that so you can have money on there that you're gonna use your Canadian dollars to exchange it for crypto, right? And then to withdraw, it's also very easy. It's the same concept. You can go right to your fucking bank, really, really easy, super simple concept. Just sign up for the exchange and learn it. The next step is to use the cryptocurrencies here. You have to learn what some of these cryptos are. So I would Google, I would YouTube, what is cryptocurrency? Literally, just Google that, like YouTube it. What is crypto? Right? Just what is cryptocurrency? You'll find millions of videos, right? For example, this guy, Mr. Who's the Boss, he explains crypto in such a great way. I would 100% watch this guy's video, right, and he explains it so, like, he explains it so easy, right? Watch this video, this by Mr. Who's the Boss. He's going to explain a lot of things to you. You need to know that. What is Bitcoin? What is crypto? What is a blockchain? And once you have that understanding, once you know how to use a chart, trading view, once you know what exchange you can then trade on, okay, then you can figure out, right, what can I invest in? What are some really hot coins that I can invest in that is going to potentially turn into something large, right? So that would be the next step after. Okay, so I would, and then a lot of people just generally, like when you think of a portfolio, it's got to be diverse, okay? So think of a type portfolio. You can't just put all of your eggs in one basket and hope for the best. So the way that you got to see crypto is there's many different sectors, such as GameFi, such as DeFi, right? Such as AI as well, such as Layer 1, such as Layer 2. So there's a lot of different sectors, and then we have to choose the sectors we want to invest in. There's so many out there. Like, for example, if I Googled crypto sectors, okay, there's going to be a lot. Like, here's all the different sectors there are. Okay, like, they're not that accurate, all of them, but you know, I don't know. That's weird. Hang on. Actually, yeah, this is it here. So there's many. Let's just go by market cap. So if the highest market cap is, okay, these ones are old. Like, this is not a good ranking. Hold on, I gotta find you guys. Let's see if Grayscale has anything. No, nothing really here. Here we go. Here we go. This is a good one, for example, okay? So this FTX holding is nothing now. There's layer 1s, right? There's stable coins, there's DeFi, right? There's CEXs as well, right? So these are all the different types of layers or sectors, right? So then what we would do is we would choose, like, for example, a certain percentage that we want to allocate, to a sector, right? Because we can't just go like 100% into one sector and then 100% into one coin. We've got to diversify it by choosing a percentage of a sector and then by choosing how many coins we want in each one, okay? Let me just give you like a rough example. So here's an example of my old portfolio that I have not updated yet, okay? So for example, this is the different sectors. There's gaming, DeFi, layer 2, layer 1, then there's Ethereum, Bitcoin, and AI. So this is how I have mine, okay? I've got mine just like that, okay? So then so the percentages make up for 15% layer 2, 25% layer 1, 15% DeFi, 15% for gaming, 5% for AI, and then I keep 25% between Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? And then after that, these are all color coded. And then within, for example, each sector, like layer 1, I have specific coins like Solana, Cardano, Algorand, Polkadot, HBAR, and AVAX. So those are the coins I keep in my layer 1. So then we learn how to diversify our portfolio. And then once we that it all has to do with doing research, okay? You can copy someone's portfolio for all I care, right? But what I would recommend is choosing like a combination of really strong coins that are really popular in the top 50 or the top 100, okay? And then you can probably choose like just a rough number, like maybe 70% of your coins are all blue chip coins. Blue chip refers to the top coins. Maybe 20% can be towards the lower cap coins that have a potential to grow exponentially even more, but they have more risk, of course. And then you might allocate 10% to new sectors like, for example, AI, but in that 10%, you might even have things like meme coins for fun, right? So it's just a matter of doing the research and learning about these kind of coins. For example, if it's a top 50 coin, you probably want to learn what it is, right? So for example, Solana is one of my favorite picks out there. Solana is a layer 1, right? But I sold everything already because it already did 1200x. Now my next pick is probably is Polkadot and Algorand as well. I love these coins. So if you got to learn and put in the time, only you can put in the time to learn what these coins are. Nobody's going to sit there and teach you what they are because you have Google, you have YouTube, you have your own time. So just to summarize everything, I would highly recommend that first of all, you learn how to use TradingView. Okay, like learn what blockchain is, learn what crypto is altogether, right? Then learn how to use TradingView, learn how to do fundamental analysis just by simply Googling a coin, right? Google, like literally just Google the coin or go to YouTube and YouTube what that coin is. Do some research, diversify your portfolio. You have come into the market right before we are likely to rally and spike to the upside really hard. So because of that, you came in at a good time to invest. But as in coming to day trade, you are too late to the party, man. I'm sorry to say, but you're too late to the party. If you came to the party like in 2022, you would have had more time to learn. You would have been on your second or third year of day trading, and you probably would find massive success if you put in the same type of time as myself, for example, when I first started out. But right now, you will not day trade and make any type of decent money. Maybe you'll buy a coin, right? Like not investing, but like you'll buy a coin when it's like slightly going up, and then you'll just hold it for like a few months and it skyrockets. Yeah, but that's not trading. That's still more so longer term holding and investing. So I just wanted to make like a short general video. I didn't want to do this, to be quite honest, because fuck, man, my time is precious. I don't want to be explaining to new people what the fuck crypto is and, you know, like how to invest in it. Like you had 14 years to get into crypto. Why now all of a sudden, you know, like, so I got to be honest that like the chances of new people coming into crypto now and doing well, it's not that promising. It's really not that promising because you're now in a time crunch between how much do I need to learn and know before I can be successful. Because this is not something you come into the game and all of a sudden you buy random shit and you do really well. Because you got to know how to enter the market, you got to know how to exit the market and learn these metrics and market conditions that's going to allow you to make informed decisions, right? So even if you like are super motivated, you got to put in like, I'm serious, you got to put in like 20 to 40 fucking hours a week to be ultra successful in this next bull market. Otherwise, it's just not going to happen. So I wanted to give you a quick rundown of basically if you're new to crypto, welcome. I'll see you guys in the market. And if you day trade, I promise that you will fucking lose to me. If you are day trading and you're new, your losses are going to go towards an experienced trader. Okay, he's extracting profit from you. That's just the sad fact of it. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching this video. I hope that you've learned a thing or two and have a great day. Bye now.